Was Abraham Lincoln a president?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was just a whatever publical figure.
Okay, so today we're going to be going over the video where Mr. Snowflake talks about his interview with Emily. So we're going to hear her side of the Rarity events.
Oh boy.
Here we go. After work, I didn't want to go back home. I was exhausted, drained, and didn't want to deal with her crap all over again. She had been blowing my phone up all day trying to apologise and see if I would change my mind about having her go back home. Okay. After work, I went for a walk to decompress. She was not happy about that and was blowing my phone up asking me to come home. It was about 2 hours after my shift that I got a text from her saying that she couldn't find Rarity.
Okay.
So she didn't come home 2 hours after her shift because Amber had to text her. So that means that after her 12-hour shift, after the night that they just had, she still opted to stay out for 2 hours. So that tells you how much she didn't want to go home.
Oh, yeah. And then it looks like the text was after she had been out for a while. So, like...
Oh, God, you have no idea, yeah.
Yeah, so this is definitely waiting for the right moment here. This is not like the cat got out, let me text her.
Yeah, so if you remember from the video we watched last week, she said it was 5 a.m. that the cat got out. That's when she forgot to close the door. Now we're learning from Emily that it was 2 hours after her shift that she got a text from Amber about Rarity.
Mm-hmm.
She said she hadn't seen her all day but was just telling me this now. At that point, I came home right away. I figured she was just somewhere in the house and she was just saying that to try to get me to come home. But after I searched the entire house... While Amber watched, she wasn't anywhere to be found. At that point, I moved the search outside. I was exhausted, but searched all hours of the night looking for her. I really thought I would find her that night, but it was no luck. I know there's text messages coming up in a second, I'm waiting for that. At that point, I made posters and hung them up all around town to local businesses. I think Amber even said Emily's basically doing everything.
Tommy has made online posters and put it on different websites and went outside and we've been yelling her name.
Posted on social media and lost cat pages. Amberlynn's one job was to call the shelter to make a report. But when I called the shelter after they found a cat that was deceased, that kind of matched Rarity's description, it ended up not being her. The shelter told me no formal report was ever filed. The only info they had was the report from the Lost Pet database that I submitted. So at that point, I filed the formal report with the shelter with her description.
So Amber was saying she couldn't look for the cat because she was too big to really get on foot and search and stuff.
Yeah, and the one thing she could do, she didn't.
Exactly.
Okay.
But she wants to say that Emily wants to let her cat out all the time. Come on, man. There's no way.
No.
But they could call if they had anybody turn her in. I'm sure when we saw the report, everybody was like, oh, Amber's got the age wrong of Rarity, and I'm sure there was something else wrong. I'll have to check. But I guess that would check out if Emily did it. Maybe she would get the details wrong because... So anyway, I think that fits. But I spent hours upon hours driving around looking for her, walking through fields and in between houses around my house through the snow. I think that's what everyone thought, yeah. Amberlynn would go in the drives with me, but obviously didn't do the walking around part. Again, I think everybody, said that. I would get so pissed when we were driving because she would have her head buried in her phone playing a stupid Farmville type game.
No way. God.
Does that not seem so Amber-coded?
That does. Making a big deal. I'm having an emotional breakdown. I'm losing a cat. Oh, I can play my little phone game. Okay. Oh, no, this is...
Instead of looking out the damn window to find her cat.
I have this app on my phone. It's a game. It's called Harbor Gossip or Gossip Harbor. I don't even know, but I'm obsessed with it. I've been obsessed with this game, Dice Dreams.
I loved Rarity and she was a sweet cat that would always sleep on my chest. I did everything I could to try to find her. I can't say 100% that she purposely let her out, but given the circumstances, the situation doesn't look good. No, it does not.
So even her girlfriend, who is still with her to this day, says that she won't say that she let the cat out, but that the circumstances are suspicious.
Oh, yeah.
So, come on now.
No, there's no way.
If it was a ploy to get her to be able to stay in Wisconsin longer, then I guess it definitely worked.
It was a lengthy stay that became lengthier because we loved being around each other, which
Oh, because we loved being around each other. All right.
then became lengthier once Rarity went missing. I was not going to leave her here.
And see the text messages coming up 2 seconds. Me again. I don't know if you're like Amber and keep old messages, but do you have any messages from Amber about Rarity going missing? It's the one after this one. Yeah, I do. I have the message of her initial reporting when she's missing, which is time-stamped. It shows that her story that she posted on her vlogs about being missing at 5 a.m. was not correct.
Well, I, for one, am shocked.
When it happened, it was 5 in the morning.
These are the texts between Amber and Emily. Amber says, "So am I leaving? Wait, I read that wrong. I also have moments where I snap at you. I haven't been able to find Rarity all day." What time is this at? 10:06. "I need help finding her, please. I've been calling her name and looking everywhere all day." Emily says, "I'm afraid to come home, to be honest."
Afraid to come.
Amber says, "I didn't go to the back porch."
Okay, so like you said, she says, "I'm afraid to come home, to be honest," which is like so sad in a house that she pays for.
Oh, yeah.
And then Amber, look how suspicious this is. There's no timestamp difference. So this was all at the same time. She goes, "I've been looking for her everywhere all day. I didn't go to the back porch."
The door that she left open.
The door that she left open. So this is why, even for me, and I do give Amber the benefit of the doubt a lot more than most other people do. What the hell was going on here? Even if Rarity got out by accident or something like that, Amber is lying about the circumstances, because who would not check
The place where the door was open.
place
Yeah,
where the door
that's
was
the
open.
first place to go. Yeah.
Amber says, "I didn't go to the back porch." Amber made a whole demonstration video at the back porch explaining what had happened. But here she's telling Emily, "I didn't go to the back porch. Don't be afraid. I'm not going to cause you any stress. You can come home and go into the bedroom. I'll stay in the living room till you wake up for work." 10:26 p.m. If you didn't hurt me on purpose, why would you regret it? Get real. I don't want you to touch me. Amber says, "I regret anything I've done that has hurt you. I understand. Oh my god, Princess is out."
Yo, so she just losing all the cats.
People speculate, and I agree with this, that Emily was not coming home fast enough, and so Amber sends a message about Emily's cat
I was going to say, yeah.
to see if Emily will come home faster,
Oh,
which
yeah.
again does not corroborate her story that she wants to let Princess out all the time, because why would that then?
Oh, yeah.
encourage
Why
her
would
to
that
come home
encourage
fast?
her? And then not
Yeah.
only that, but just like for every 10 minutes you don't come home, another cat gets let out.
Oh my
There's a
gosh.
ransom going on here.
That's insane. She quickly takes it back. So I think, and some other people on the internet think, that she realized that would be going too far.
Yeah.
One person in my comments speculated that she couldn't catch Princess, and that's what saved her.
Emily's cat. Princess is out. She just went up the stairs into the bedroom. I was so confused for a minute. Emily, can I ask you something? What? Can I have another chance? No. So you want me to pack my bags and leave? Yes. Check Snap, please.
Keep in mind, this is before Rarity has been found. She's saying,
I thought Rarity wasn't found.
well, this is before they started searching or whatever.
Okay,
so I'm
yeah.
saying she literally says "Hey, my cat's missing. I'm really worried. Can you come home?" And then before Emily even makes it home to start looking for the cat, she's like, "Can I have another chance? You really want me to pack my
Yeah, the
bags
cat
and
is
leave?"
not her concern right now.
And then she says, "Check Snap, please," which I don't think we get confirmation on, but people are speculating she sent like a, sexy picture at a time like this.
God, I hope not.
I've been abused before, and I was dumb to have stayed with her because look what it led to. And Amber says, "I would never do that." I sent a whole video. It's taking forever to send. Anyway, there's the text messages. I'll make another video talking more about it, but I'll keep reading. But yeah, very different to Amber's demonstration video. Funny that.
We get in a really bad argument. She leaves through the glass door, leaves the door open. I did not notice because I did not go near the door. I did not go near the door. I was sitting at the kitchen table waiting for her to come home. And that's when I noticed the cold breeze. Literally left the door open.
Oh, God.
So, second story that comes out is that they were fighting, Emily leaves the door open, and that's how Rarity got out.
So now she's just changing her story. But it
And-
sounds like, well, the cat got out while she was at work, though, so...
Well, before... So, it seems like there's 5 versions of events.
5 versions of events.
Correct.
Oh, fantastic.
There's 5 versions of events, and in most of them, the situation is that Amber doesn't notice that the door has been open, and then when she does, either closes the door and doesn't do a head count, or in one case, she gets so stressed she takes a nap. So...
All right.
But worth noting, before version 2 comes out, Snowflake post, I think on a community tab post, Amber, I'm interviewing Emily, you better change your story. And then this comes out.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
And she booked it so fast, she didn't even close the door. It was just a lot. In my brain, I was thinking, there's no way Rarity got out. We're good. You know, it's like one of them things.
It's just one of them things. I have never once in my life noticed that a door was open and not done a pet check.
Yeah, no.
That's not one of those things.
But then again, she is a insane... She is not normal in the head, so attributing what a normal person would do in her situation, I think, may be missing the point.
Okay, it could potentially be, but I also think people overestimate how, like, stupid or abnormal she is.
Maybe.
She said that Rarity is her shadow cat. You have a cat who is by your side almost constantly.
Oh,
You
yeah.
would notice if he was missing. And if you hadn't seen him in a while and you knew that the door was open,
That is true. Yeah,
like,
No.
I just don't see it being put past her.
that is fair.
But it was the next day when I was like, something really just does not seem right. Like, I haven't seen Rarity all day. And I'm thinking, oh my god, I've been taking the blame this whole time.
No, that was bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I've been taking the blame this whole time.
Right, me next. Well, that doesn't look good. She made a couple videos crying about Rarity. Were you off screen watching this, and what did you think? Because her acting is shite. I don't remember saying that. I mean, it's true. Her acting is shite. I've always thought that. I didn't buy she was genuinely sad. Nobody did that, not just me. I was home for a few of them that she filmed. It was always after a fight between her and I. I think she wanted to take advantage of the tears.
So this was filmed, the video that we watched, right after a fight with Emily, so she could take advantage of the fact that she was upset about her fight with Emily,
Yeah.
not the cat.
Okay, all right.
Still fake tears,
Yeah.
The crying and put it on camera.
She just wanted to venture out. I know she just wanted to see. No. Like, I don't know where the fuck she is. And it's been just like, literally. Sorry.
I even asked her, why would you film right now if you're this upset? Which she would get pissed, so I never mentioned anything about the vlogs. Yeah. She was obviously the expert and always knew what the right thing was to post. And I say, oh yeah, she's smashing YouTube. Right, sorry, bastard. Emily says, a person can only watch so many videos about Legos, Choosy, and the occasional bingo session before boredom sets in. She really doesn't do a whole lot of anything. And then I say, I always thought her Rarity videos seemed fake. Well, so did everyone, not just me, yeah. Usually when she knows she's in the wrong, but doesn't want to admit it, she's over the top and extra dramatic about things, yes.
Yeah, no shit.
And she was definitely over the top. And I say, what was she like in the following weeks or however long? What she said about Rarity? Did she talk about Rarity? Oh, may as well. Also, not to bombard you, but I'll ask while it's just popped in my head and I'm still awake. I just saw a clip earlier today of you and her at the Billie Eilish concert, whatever she's called. Still don't know. You looked miserable. We did talk about her because I was actively searching for her. She would say how much she missed her every once in a while, but she definitely handled it better than I would have ever if I lost my pet.
Oh, that makes me miss Rarity. I miss her so much. Sorry. Moment of silence.
While the search was still ongoing, she said a moment of silence for Rarity. That's usually for like after a pet has passed away.
Nah.
She would cry sometimes, but she didn't cry like she did on camera about her. Oh, okay, right. I definitely feel like this was a huge distraction from the big fight that happened. Oh, yeah. It seemed to blow over faster than it should have. I wanted to keep it civil while she was here, while we were looking for the cat. That's when she tried signing up for therapy in Wisconsin to show that she was going to get help for how she acts.
Ah, it's therapy in Wisconsin. Something else to keep her in town.
Well, also, like, oh my gosh, that's when she signed up? She had been having these fights for 3 months. She doesn't sign up for therapy until after Rarity goes missing?
Wait. So Rarity was 3 months into her living in Wisconsin?
Okay, it was 2 months because she stayed for 3 weeks afterwards.
Gotcha.
But
All right.
she had been there for 2
But
months.
that's still well over the 2-week initial time frame.
Correct.
Okay.
She had been there for 2 months and then signed up for therapy right after Rarity went missing. Is that what that just said?
Yeah. Ugh.
I need to do therapy for BPD. So I found a dude. Why did I say it like that?
We would argue on and off though, but she was actively trying to minimize her tantrums. I bought those tickets for her well before this happened. They were really expensive, and because they were in a premium seat, I couldn't resell them. I knew how much it meant to her to see Billy, so I took her. I tend to forgive too easily. At me again. So how did you get her to leave eventually? Because she told us she left because she was a grown-up and had an apartment or some nonsense. It was something stupid like that, wasn't it?
What was the real reason you went back to Oklahoma and didn't stay in Wisconsin? Because I have a whole ass apartment. I have a whole life here. I love my apartment. I love living alone in a responsible way. I belong here right now. So that is why we're currently in a long distance relationship. But I do see us moving in together in the future.
Didn't make sense anyway. Also, again, while it's in my head and I'm awake, I bet driving her home wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I think that's when Mop Legs was born, wasn't it? The drive home. Bottom of her feet just mopping up the piss out of truck stop bathrooms. Oh, she's so gross, man. Oh. She couldn't keep up her normal behaviour for too long before her true self came out again, and we started arguing all the time. I finally got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore and told her she's going back home. I drove her back home to Oklahoma myself instead of waiting for her mom to come do it. I don't know why she was insistent on making it seem like it was her decision. Alright, why Amber was acting to us like, oh, it's my decision. Right, okay.
I don't want to talk about this, but I was in Wisconsin and I chose to come home myself because I love living by myself, like genuinely.
Someone as insane and codependent as she is. Oh, I like living alone.
Yeah, to this day, so basically my understanding, or, you know, I don't have like proof or whatever, but my understanding of the situation is that Emily will stay with her long distance only. And the reason I think that is because Amber has said that even if Emily wanted to get married and move in, she wouldn't, because she likes living alone so much, which makes me think that Emily has said, I will continue dating you, but long distance only, and our visits will be capped at a certain length of time.
No, that absolutely, setting some boundaries there.
Because Amber would never just decide on her own to live by herself for the rest of her life.
No, it's got to be one of those things where she set up some hard and fast boundaries, because obviously living with her is not tenable.
Correct. And so far since this incident, Emily has visited Amber. Amber has not gone back to visit Emily, so I think she's not welcome at that house any longer.
Tommy didn't want me to leave. Tommy said I am welcome there forever.
Oh, it was 19 hours. I drove 19 hours straight through and flew home the next day. It took that long because of all the stops she had to take. Oh, God, yeah. That was the longest drive of my life, figuratively and literally. Within the first hour of the drive, she was screaming at me so much that Twinkie freaked out and jumped under my feet on the driver's side floor.
Like, also, having a small dog just unsecured for a long trip like that is crazy.
Yeah.
Because, like, we don't always buckle our dog in if we're going somewhere very, very short. But if I'm ever driving, like, 30 plus minutes away, I try to have him clipped.
He gets harnessed in the clip. Yeah, no, exactly.
Like, if I'm going to his groomer 5 minutes down the road or whatever, then I don't always do it. But if I'm going, you know, some distance, I always clip him in, because in the event of a car crash, like, I don't want him to, like, go through the windshield, or you know what I mean? Like, it's just not safe.
I was driving on the highway and I had to pull over because she won't come out. I don't even remember what she was mad at me about. I think it was a comment over me getting to choose the music on the radio since I was driving that long and she wanted to choose to listen to.
Have you enjoyed the ride so far?
I do. I like it. Even the music and everything.
Even the music.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool.
We had a Billie Eilish
Are you happy?
streak. Yes.
That's what
And
matters.
I appreciate you guys taking me.
That's what matters.
No. Yeah, this is her again. After she was back home, she tried ringing me back in, saying she was going to therapy and actively working on it, and maybe the distance would be good to help us eventually be able to be together again without the fighting. We had a lot of on again, off again stuff. I think we all knew that as well, yeah. Every time I tried to cut things off after things were getting bad again, she'd always have some sort of health scare to bait me back in. Well, that doesn't sound like Amber at all, does it?
So they're doing everything they can. She was like, oh, it just means like you could possibly have a blood clot. That's why we checked your lungs. What? I'm itching so hard. I am causing welts.
Oh, and then I say that she's done that on YouTube for years, gets found out or has some big drama, and then returns with, oh, hey guys, I have a new health issue. And also a poor Twinkie man. Anytime I've seen that dog on camera, they look terrified. I know why now. Again, I'm probably remembering wrong, but I'm sure Amber said she was on FaceTime with you when she was in a store with her mum when you ended it. Probably remembering it wrong. Sorry, probably am. How did you end it and how did she take it? Both her pets would get scared during a tantrum. Wasabi would always run and hide in his little enclosed litter box when she would yell.
That's interesting that Emily says both her pets instead of all of her pets, because for the majority of the time she was there, she had 3 pets.
Who?
Amber.
Amber? I thought she had the dog and the 2 cats, and she lost the 1 cat, so she's down to 2 cats.
Right, but she says
Or
both
down
her
to 2 animals.
But she says both her pets would get scared. So, like, why not say all her pets would get scared?
Well, she's probably just thinking after the incident with Rarity.
I guess so. I'm just curious now if there was, like, a reason for that.
I felt so bad for him. I feel bad for Twinkie too, being stuck inside 24/7. I had to say I have no idea about when or what time she's referring to about being in the grocery store. I might be remembering it wrong. Probably am. I had to end it for a multitude of reasons. She obviously didn't take it well. There was a lot of threats made of trying to ruin my life if I said anything publicly of her online.
So you know what? I'm a fucking snowflake. But if you share a video, which I have never shared screenshots of, if you share a video of me during a BPD meltdown where I'm half naked due to your betrayal, that's when suing will happen. Absolutely. Like,
It's a soft love. It's a soft love. It really is.
So
I like this guy.
That's what Amber would always call it, was a soft and gentle love like she'd never felt before.
It was soft and gentle.
So he's ragging on her for that. But, like, notice how she's like, oh, if you release a clip of me having a BPD meltdown because of your betrayal, like,
Yeah,
she is
okay.
so insistent on making it reactive abuse, which,
It's always someone else's fault, yeah.
correct, which, listen, I believe in reactive abuse. I do believe that there is almost no perfect victim out there. Most people who are being victimized will lash out in some ways. I don't believe that that's what Amber's going through.
No.
You know what I
no
mean?
way.
Like, I can believe that Emily is not a good partner too and has done things to, you know, make the situation worse. But I believe that if anybody's being reactively abusive in this situation, it is most likely Emily, not Amber.
No, and for if Emily were the aggressor in this, if Emily were the worse of the two, then she wouldn't be the one setting up a no, you can't live here anymore kind of boundary. So there's no way, and I think the takeaway from all this is, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory at this point. Like, she's just...
Well, also the thing is, Emily has come out and talked to reaction channels, and obviously that's not good. But when Emily does come out, she has released things, like in the clip that we listened to about her talking about the washcloth situation and the spray bleach and not washing her hands after she uses the bathroom.
Oh, I forgot about. Thank you for reminding me. Oh.
She says that it's private and don't share that. She's just, like, venting to a reaction channel, which obviously she should have known that was going to get out, but I'm just saying she clearly wanted to keep a little bit of privacy for Amber.
Yeah.
And then this video that Amber's referring to, people have told her a million times, like, hey, listen, if Amber's half naked, just clip the audio and release the audio. And she has never done that. So if Emily really was the main aggressor, I think she would, because that
There'd
audio,
be more stuff getting leaked. Yeah.
that audio would sell too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, people could spend money on this stuff, because Rachel's a reaction channel who has offered to pay Emily for tea before.
And on the off chance she's listening, she can send us over some of that.
No. He's joking. He's making a joke. On the off chance you're listening, Emily, you can get the off my page.
She still tries to reach out to me. Sometimes she's civil, and sometimes she's absolutely unhinged. You don't say. Emily again. She did do a lot of threatening anytime she felt like she didn't have control of the situation. I'm still worried she's going to totally lose it once she finds out I talked to you.
I should be showering right now. I should be washing my hair. I should be just fine and dandy.
Wash your hair, don't lie to us.
So she comes on here all the time and it's like, hey guys, I just got out of the shower, or hey you guys, I'm just about to get in the shower. And I love the fact that even like mid meltdown, she's like, you guys don't understand, I would be washing my hair right now. Girl, nobody cares about showering that badly that they're in the middle of an emotional breakdown and they go, I should be washing my hair right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack right here.
Well, she went live twice, just before bed and when she woke up. When I watched that Beck and Destiny collab, I was shocked at the similarities. Yeah, it's the same MO, isn't it? Unless they're not giving all the details. I feel like she's gotten worse since then, not better. Maybe she was just rough on me because I didn't put up with her crap or fall for her manipulation. I do feel drained too. Or have I missed a message? Sorry. Anyway, I think I said I felt drained just listening to it, so it must be worse for her. Do you feel drained too? It's not a time I like to think about or remember. It's all a lot. I appreciate you respectfully listening to what I have to say, so I can share my side of the story and not let her control the narrative. Is that it? That's it. I'm just glad they were in order. Like I said, the first time, well, the only time I've went through them is when I was talking to Emily, and then I quickly put them up, and then I've done this. Right, that is it. It's it for now. Because I know she's gone live twice and blamed Emily for Rarity getting out. And today, I only caught a couple of clips, but she seemed very smug. So, the end of this video was meant to be me saying something along the lines of, Amber, take accountability, like you didn't do with Beck. Take accountability, say sorry, and genuinely try and improve. And this won't go away, but it'll be the end of it for me making videos. And for Emily. Emily just wanted to get this off her chest. And this would have been it. This would have been my only video, and Emily would have been done. However, because Amber is super smart and acted very smug in today's live stream and blamed Emily, Emily is rather pissed. And now it's not the end of it, which it was gonna be. So we're not done. I don't think we're done anyway. From the little bit of conversation I had with Emily today, I don't think we are done.
So yeah, that's the end of everything. There are a couple more receipts that come out that honestly I don't really think are necessarily worth going through. If I find enough of them, then I might compile something for you to watch at a later date. But more realistically, if we touch on this again, I think that we're going to go through the 5 timelines, because there's a girl who put them all together super well.
The 5 timelines.
Yeah. There's a girl who put them together super well in a very short video. So I think that would probably be the best way to go about it. But for the most part, I think you've pretty much heard the main points of Amber's initial argument and the main points of Emily's argument. So based on everything you heard, what is your opinion on the Rarity situation?
Yeah, she killed that cat. Well, so the thing I don't get is, if you have a cat that's a real shadow, it's a real clingy cat, I feel like letting it outside wouldn't be enough. because I've had a cat like that, and typically they'll stick around and they'll yowl for a long time trying to get in. So now I just got to wonder, okay, so what actually happened to that cat? And I kind of don't want to know. I feel like I could get real ugly, but I have no doubt in my mind that she's full of shit.
Yeah, so where I personally fall, I still don't think she has the constitution to kill a cat. And I don't think that she has the ability to hide a cat. And I don't think that if she accidentally killed the cat, that Emily would hide that from the internet.
She didn't accidentally do it, because if she had accidentally done it, I don't think that text was a very just so kind of text. Like, okay, like, we're fighting, I need something to just throw out there to change the cards up. And I don't. If it was an accident, then that she would have led with that. That wouldn't be a, oh, and also the cat got out.
Yeah, I'm just, because some people say that it was an accident. So just for those people, I don't think that it's an accident for those reasons, as well as what you said. It's just, I don't think that Amber would be capable of hiding that from the internet. I think that her or Emily would have spilled the tea on that.
Yeah.
Because Amber is not the kind of person who could hide a cat's body. Like, she's just not. So that pretty much leaves doing it, like, was it allegedly cat murder or allegedly cat manslaughter? I guess you fall on the side of cat murder. I fall on the side of cat manslaughter. It is my belief that Amber let the dogs out or whatever, and then let them back in, and then purposefully put Rarity outside. I think Amber thought that because Rarity is a shadow cat, that she would stay right by the door until Emily came home. And I think that's why she specifically said, I did not check the back porch, because I think in her heart, she believed that Emily would arrive home and Rarity would be at the back porch.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
But obviously a cat, yes, it will yowl at the door for hours, but from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m., eventually it's going to wander off.
Yeah, but I don't think she would have let the cat out at 5 a.m. Because I think she probably would have let the cat out at 10 p.m. when she sent that text. Because at 5 a.m., if she deliberately let the cat out, then she would have done it, at the time when they were fighting over text, or when she wanted to use it as leverage. And so she would have let the cat out around 10 p.m. And then whenever Emily got home, then it would be an issue of, oh shit, now we can't find the cat. And so,
which is true, but the only thing that I'm trying to think about is like you said, Amber is not a person who does things the way that a regular person does things. I think
very true.
I think Amber thinks that she is smart. So it probably wasn't at 5 a.m., but I do believe that she let Rarity out much earlier in the day with the thought process of like, oh, this will seem more realistic because I can have an alibi because Emily has those cameras.
Yeah, true.
So I'm thinking that she put the cat outside, and I think 2 of the 5 explanations she takes a nap. I believe she puts the cat outside, she takes a nap. She wakes up and thinks, oh shit, I slept for longer than I thought that I did. Let me text Emily to get Emily home.
Oh.
And then Emily arrives too late and Rarity has wandered off. That's my belief. Because Amber thinks that the world revolves around her. I don't think that if she put Rarity outside, I truly don't think that she thought that Rarity would leave, because why would anybody leave the wonderful, caring home of Amber?
Yeah, exactly.
I think she thinks that everything revolves around her. Everything is a pawn around her. I think she thought she would put Rarity outside, take a quick nap, and then let Emily know about the situation so that the cameras all line up with everything. And then it just ended up, everything just somehow got away from her. Because we know she's not a very good planner.
No. Yeah, no, I'm going to say that sounds about right. That sounds like a pretty good summary of events.
I just don't think she
obviously,
has the
until
constitution
we see,
to kill a cat.
That's fair. And until we see the receipts of Emily's security camera footage, then we're never really going to know the timeline there. But
no,
it could just be that the angles weren't good enough to capture something like that.
I will give you this, because this is something that could support your argument, but it's not something I know enough about. Apparently, when Amber was living with her uncle, a cat died, and she was the one to find the body. People speculate that she killed the cat. That was way before I joined the Amberverse. I don't know anything about that, but a lot of people were very adamant that I know about that or look into it. I don't know the details. I haven't looked into it. I personally don't think that that is true. And so I'm probably not going to look into it, to be honest. But I just wanted to throw that out there because so many people commented about that. And so I thought that that would be worth mentioning as a point for your favor, that people think she's done it before. But looking at the Gracie situation, Gracie just ran off. So I feel like,
And there's an additional level of just pure psychopathy to this, to where she's got 2 cats. Mm-hmm. And she picked her favorite to do this whole game with. This whole manipulation tactic. Mm-hmm. So it's like, okay, is that really her favorite cat? And is she genuine about the love she has for her cats? Or is she just as cynical about them as she is about everything else?
So the same person in my comments who said that they thought that Princess was too fast and that's the only thing that saved her, said that they thought that maybe Princess was the original victim intended, but that Rarity is always so close.
Yeah.
And
Rarity
Amber
is the one that she could scoop up.
So, and honestly, to me, that's
also up.
I know, but that makes the most amount of sense. Like, think about it. If her plan was to put the cat outside and for the cat to be there and for it not to be a whole thing, would you pick your shadow cat or would you pick your more independent cat who's likely to explore too hard? I think you would pick Rarity because you'd be like, oh, she's not going to leave. She's always by my side.
I guess that makes sense, but hell, I mean, that's still like, just knowing how I am with our cat, with our dog, I would never, like, that shit wouldn't cross my mind. Like, if I was going to do this kind of power play or whatever you want to call it, I would text and say, oh, the cat got out. I need help finding him. But then I wouldn't let the cat out. It'd be like, oh, by the time you get home, oh, no, I found the cat already. It's all right. He was just outside the door.
Right.
And you don't have to put yourself in risk. Like,
I just think
every aspect of this is just awful.
I just think she really thinks that she is like
the center of the universe. Yes.
Well, I think she thinks she's like Nikocado Avocado 2 steps ahead. I think she's like, because she strikes me as the kind of person who would watch true crime, and that's how they always do it. They're like, oh, well, they didn't think far enough ahead, and then all the girlies who watch true crime are like, okay, well, obviously I wouldn't kill a person, but if I did, this is what I would have to do. And I feel like that's what Amber did. I feel like she thought, okay, there's cameras, so I want this to look realistic, because she does the same thing. Like, think about her doing the crying thing. Think about her being like, oh, I just got in a fight with Emily, and now I want to film a video about Rarity so it looks realistic. Clearly, she's thinking about these kinds of things. Yeah. She is thinking, I need to do X, Y, Z for it to look realistic. So I think it is plausible that she would put the cat out early and then be like, oh, okay, well, now this looks realistic. I've got an alibi. And then go do some things, like let some time pass. I think she just forgot, you know?
Yeah, no, I mean, that makes sense. This is all madness. All right. That's...
I think we've reached Mr. Delulu's cap, so we're going to go ahead and call it here. But thank you guys so much for listening. Let us know what you think happened to Rarity, and if you are team Mr. Delulu or team Mrs. Delulu down in the comments below. If you made it this far, remember, stay Delulu, but not that Delulu. Catch you in the next one.